This lesson is inspired by artist Jen Aryani and her drawings of landscapes in mason jars. I have done this assignment with my students after practicing how to draw cylinders with good squished circles at the top. These are called ellipses. And the week before we go to doing the mason jars, we practice lots and lots of these. That is the key to getting a round cylinder shape. The top is a squished circle, the sides are very straight, and the bottom curve imitates the curve right there. Once students have the hang of doing this, they can make so many other things. When we're ready to draw our jars, students usually have a mason jar on the table and also a diagram to refer to. Size is important, so I'll usually give my students some kind of a benchmark of how far down to go, whether it's a hand from the top down, a hand in from the sides, and we start again with that nice ellipse shape, two straight sides, a curve that imitates the top, and continue down making little layers, sometimes going out with a little C shape and then again curving your lines to the other side, giving this the illusion of the mason jar cap. Anything going across must curve to give a round illusion shape. The trickiest part for students is always making the sides match. That's a challenge, and we just keep on working till we get it. I don't expect them to get it right away, and they shouldn't either. And so working through that kind of a challenge is what builds all the muscles that we need. I'm gonna make this a little bit higher here. Once the pencil is done, you can begin to Sharpie everything. I always tell the students that Sharpie is their chance to fix things. It's their second drawing, that if they don't like a line, they don't trace over that line. I change my drawings all the time when I'm doing Sharpie. On this top, there's some extra lines to help it look realistic. These lines kind of curl up and go to the back. You could do some little lines here for shadows. There is a top oval in a mason jar if you wanted to add that in. And continue your drawing till all of your pencil is covered. And of course, once that's dry, we always do a final erase of all pencil to have a clean surface ready for color. I've gone ahead and added a little gift tag here. I'm gonna put a little heart in the middle. And we're gonna fill this with just a kind of a twilight background. We're gonna add an earth for Earth Day. And so I'm using now a watercolor, water-based marker around the edges. So I've got some black. This will work with any watercolor markers. So see what you have. And I've just got a cup of water here and my brush, and I'm gonna begin to wet and push the color in towards the center of my jar. It's a really beautiful effect, always satisfying. Gonna leave a little shine mark over here, little reflection on this side of the jar white. And I'm just wetting and pulling that marker in towards the center. I'm going to keep this area light and let that marker just do its thing. Don't mess with it too much. Sometimes kids overwork here and scrub and scrub and scrub. I just have them touch it, move it, push it, and then stop. You don't want to go back and forth with your paintbrush. Watercolor is the perfect medium for this. It's one of my favorites because of the way it dances and plays without you doing very much. I've already went ahead and made, my earth. I'm going to add a little bit of silver with a metallic marker to this part of my jar, just to give a little bit of contrast. You can certainly color it however you want. I've made an earth on just a little piece of paper with colored pencils, and once this is dry, that would go right into this jar. All my details are just about finished, and the last thing I have to do is add the earth. That's one way we can keep our earth safe. I hope you're safe as well. See you soon.